Hi everyone, my name is Preshayla and today I'm going to be taking you through a GCSE Physics exam question. So the question says, Ria is driving her car along a road when a cat jumps roughly 30 metres in front of the car. The questions are, name 3 factors which can affect the distance that it takes her to stop. If her dad, who weighs 40 kilograms more than her, had borrowed her car and driven it in the same situation, why could his stopping distance be different? And finally, it took Ria 20 metres to completely stop the car from when she saw the cat. What speed was she doing when she saw it? Her deceleration was 2 metres per second squared. So the first question asks us to name 3 factors which can affect the stopping distance. So remember, the stopping distance is made up of the thinking distance and the braking distance. So this question would allow you to state either factors that affect braking distance or thinking distance. So factors which would be kind of appropriate to write for this answer would be factors that affect braking distance, such as road surface condition, tyre condition, brake condition, or factors that affect thinking distance, so reaction time. So all absolutely appropriate factors that would affect a stopping distance. This question is quite kind of wide and there's lots and lots of different answers that you can write. So it's quite a nice question. Moving on to her dad, who weighs more than her, driving the car in the same situation. So why would his stopping distance be different? Well, the key bit of information in this question is that he weighs more than her. So because he has a greater mass, he therefore has a greater kinetic energy. The two go hand in hand. When a car is stopped by the brakes and the force of applying the brakes, that kinetic energy is transferred into heat. Now, we know that there is more kinetic energy to transfer than with Ria, so it takes a longer time to come to a stop. For the last part of the question, we have a kind of a calculation question to complete. So we've been given a distance and we've been given an acceleration or a deceleration in this instance. So because we're given an acceleration and a distance, the equation that we need to use is v squared minus u squared equals 2as. Now Ria is going from a certain speed to rest. So v, our final speed, is 0 because her final speed is 0 because she comes to rest. So we can get rid of this v squared term. It just goes to 0. So we're left with minus u squared equals 2as. Now because it's a deceleration, we need to make the a negative. So that's why I've put a minus sign there. But because there's a negative on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, they just cancel each other out. So we're left with u squared equals 2as. Now we can input our values that we have from the question. So u squared equals 2as. So a is 2 and s is 20. So when we times them all together, we get 80 equals u squared. If we square root both sides of the equation, we get u equals 8.9 metres per second. So Ria, when she saw the cat, was doing 8.9 metres per second.